Okay, can I be heard now? Sound check. Can I be heard now? Please say yes. Thank you, Juan. Right, so I might have to change that. So back to the table. Sorry, my apologies. Saunders is in first place, and you can see the gap between 4th and 10th is quite small, really. So I'm expecting quite a good race. We'll go live to the stream now. I just want to make sure that. And we should have sound again. Dun dun dun. Yeah, Windows and its updates renames all your devices by mistake, and then you can't use them in Discord until you reassign them. So hopefully you can hear me. Hey. Okay, so I was just saying, I was watching the pre-qualifiers, and a certain Mr. Bird managed a 132. Now you can see he's currently he's flying away here. He's 5/10 up, Mr. Bird. Oh, he's just lost it all. He was on an absolute flyer. I presume he got his braking point wrong a little bit there. But he's currently in, I was about saying currently in pole, and Saunders has just taken him with a 132.7. So yeah, there's a lot of fast drives. I'm going to sit with Neil Bywater. He's half a second up. He's on a 134.4, so it's going to take him into the 133s. Neil's been quite quick in the GT4s as well, and in the Ginetta he didn't do too bad. I think not the Ginetta, the Porsche Cup. Well, although he spun a few times, he still actually finished well considering where he was. I really can't call this race at all. Cheers, one. Hi, Frank. And I'll say hi to Terry this time, because I can obviously I can now speak rather than just chatting and typing. The lesson there is don't try and change your stream setup just because there's no one in the commentary booth with you. But hey ho, there you go. Let's do a bit of split screen action, shall we? Let's see who's on a really good lap. Bezjak. And what I'll do is I'll go into split screen. That one for the moment. And the main one we're still with Neil. Neil's losing time. I'm going to go to Terry Trowbridge this time, who was in the chat before, but obviously isn't anymore. Cheers, Juan. So Terry Trowbridge is 1/10 up. He's 134.5, and he's just looking, I mean, he really could do with getting a 133, but, you know, 133, 134, I think is the time most drivers are going to get. Both Derek and Neil are off track. I'm not too sure with their incidents. They weren't involving each other. They were, you know, completely separate. But Terry's really pushing the limits on track limits and lost time again here. So I'm going to jump forward to another driver who's just behind Terry, which is Robert Abando. He's 2/10 up. This will, if he can gain another 10th, this will put him into the 133s, and he'll be battling then with Johan and Neil Bywater actually. And he's got his 10th, but Johan's also got 3/10 up in front of him. Robert's now gaining even more. He's 4/10 up. Can he get his braking point and his acceleration point spot on? He can indeed, although he has lost the 10th there. Sounds like he's in the wrong gear there actually. The car was just labouring a little bit getting going. Yeah, he's lost the 10th. And that's put him into the 133.9. So it's not moved him up. Laszlo. I was just about to switch to Laszlo. Laszlo has gone second. The man on a mission at the moment is Mr. Saunders. So he's coming round. He's 2/10 up. He's going for a 130. Or he's 1/10 up. A 132.6. He might get a 5. Has he done it? A 132.5. I don't think that's going to be beaten. But, you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let's go with Peter David. Peter's on an absolute flying lap here, Peter. He's 7/10 up is Peter, and he's still got a good bit of the track to go. And this will put him into the hopefully the 133s. That'll be outstanding for Peter. Come on, Peter, let's go for it. He's lost a bit of time in that corner. I think he possibly outbroke himself a touch. No, he's losing time now. Such a shame. He was on an absolute flyer there. Hi, Don. He's 2/10 up, so he's gained, which is really good. That's put him up to 16th place. Really well done there, Peter. Really well done. Now I'm going to go back to Kenneth. Kenneth 7/10 up. On the other screen, I'm going to go to Dimitri. I was about to go to Dimitri, because Dimitri's absolutely flying. A good run there from Dimitri. Neil Bywater's 4/10 up, so Neil had a really good start. His best is a 133. And would you believe, first and second place, look at the times. I don't think I have ever seen that before with first and second place. Both drivers have achieved a 1.32597. Now, that's at the moment. And the reason why I say that's at the moment is because Saunders was going quicker. He's just lost a bit of time. He's still quicker. I'm going to jump to Saunders. So Neil's jumped up into 8th. And Saunders has gone quickest with a 132.4. Wow. We've got 4 minutes of qualifying left to go. Right, let's give Mark Christer a bit of a run. How he's getting on. Christer's on. Chris to go. He's lost all his time as well. So let's jump on board with Willie. Willie's in the Alpine. He was 2/10 up to start with, but he's lost a bit of time straight away there. And under braking, I think he's lost a lot of time there. Yeah, he's lost 4/10. So back to Dimitri. Dimitri's going again. He's 3/10 up, so he's obviously learned from the first lap. And he's going a little bit quicker now. Who else is on a flying lap? So Jonathan Wood is the only other person on a bit of a flyer. Gerard on the big screen, and we'll ride with David Gerard. He's half a second up. This is going to put him into the 132s, 132.9. Probably put him in 7th place, just in front of Roman Mark. Is Garland going to get out? Garland's realised he's being blue flagged, and that is, I think, Chris Bourne in front being blue flagged. That has not upset David Gerard at all. He's still half a second, so he's looking good here with 1 minute of qualifying left to go. Can he get a good exit and the power down early? He's still half a second. He's going for it. He's nearly 0.6 of a second, so he's really going for a good time here. And there you go. He's gone for 7th in front of Roman Mark, just behind Jonathan Wood. Now, who else is putting a fast lap in? I'm going to jump to Krista again. So Krista's half a second up. In fact, he's 6/10 up at the moment. Let's just ride with Krista a minute and see how he does. Because Krista could get into the 133s, which will only move him up a couple of places at the moment. But it will put him in front of Terry. And as we know, Terry's difficult to pass. Hi, Nikos. Still half a second up here. Looking good. So it's not going to give him much more, but it's going to give him a couple of places, and there you go. He's jumped Robert, who's very hard to pass, very defensive driver, and Terry Trowbridge. So he's going to be quite happy with that. Branco, he's going for pole. The Branco's 2/10 up. This will give him... he's lost a bit of time here. He could still do it. I'm just looking at Branco's time. He's 2/10 up. Yeah, he could still do this. I'm looking at his split. He's going carrying on here. Can he get a good run in this corner? He can. He's going for 3/10. No, he's not. This is going to be close, but he's definitely on pole at the moment. If he can keep this, going, he's going for pole. David Gerard's just done a 132.5 to take Branco, but Branco is going to have the last laugh here. He's 4/10 up. He's going for a 132.1. What an unbelievable time in a GT4. 132.2. Wow. Absolutely stunning times there. Whew. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. That's going to be a hell of a grid walk. It's going to take me half a day to get up and down that grid. Right, so let's go to the intro. Okay, so I'm just going to switch to the track because at the moment they're not yet on the grid. So I'll just do a bit of talking over. So yeah, fantastic. Pole is going to be Branko Bezjak. Then we got John Saunders in second and David Gerrard in third. Derek Bird in fourth. I'm just going to set up for what is going to be the grid walk, and then we'll go to the grid walk itself. Okay, let's get this set up. We've not got long to do the grid walk, so okay, so we're ready to go. As you can see, Polar, Branko, then we've got John Saunders, we've got David Gerrard, Derek Bird, Chris Bourne, Laszlo Nemeth, Jonathan Wood, Roman Mark, Neil Bywater, Mark Christopher, Johan Larsson, Merch Paunov, Andrew Ambro, Krista Hjort, Robert Abando, Terry Trowbridge, Peter David, Steve Howells, Melvin Garland, Danielle Britos, Lee Ellis, Kenneth Lingham, Aaron Shannon, John Collins, Dimitri Stathis, Willie Owens, Hugo Caballero, James Parks, Richard McKay, Thierry Ars, Jeremy Arabas, Mike Molesky, and at the back we have Mr. Souza. So that is our starter. Let's see where it goes. I'll go to the Helicam, and what I'll do on the split screen, I will show you the split screen from halfway down. But it's John Saunders and Gerrard where they had contact. It looks like Gerrard lost out by a place, but obviously still going on track. And there's been also contact further back and further contact, but no cars, more importantly, are off track. So even though there's incidents on track, and it's looking a bit ropey around there, everyone seems to be getting round okay. There's Hugo and Lee Ellis. Hugo's in the orange car. And there's been a bit of contact at the back, but again, it's just rubbing, paint rubbing. We'll accept paint rubbing. No one's losing out when it comes to paint rubbing. And Collins has made a good move there, as has Aaron Shannon. So, are we going to say that's clean? Probably. Hi, Ollie. I've lost my mic. Have I? Oh, right. Didn't realise that. It might be because I got up and moved. Nothing's changed. I've still got my headset on. Yeah, so John Collins has got a drive through. That's 103. Okay, so yeah, going to jump to the front now because there's a couple of battles starting to brew. And I'm going to go to Melvin on the split screen. Shame that, really. Back to the front. And Saunders is really... And Wood's past Saunders. Sorry, and the Saunders... No, I think Wood passed Saunders and Saunders has got him back, but you can see here, Saunders is now putting pressure on Derek Bird, actually. So John really cuts the corner there. James Park's gone into the pits. That's what you call taking an early pit stop. This is a pit stop race with mandatory fuel and tyres. Always plays a good part with the strategy, this one. There's a 20-minute window for opportunity. I'm just going to ride at the back with Saunders here because he's... and what I'll do is on the other... In fact, what I'll do, I'll try and be... can I do it? I'm going to go to Saunders on this window. I'm going to put that on, and then on this window, I'm going to do the cockpit. See where this takes us. I think this is going to be the battle that's going on. I'm just going to go to in the little window. I'm going to put... Not anymore, it doesn't. Thank you for that, John. That's exactly what I needed, that little piece of information. Is that better now? Thank you, John. Is it now? Can you hear me now okay? Ta-da! Cheers, guys. Yeah. Thing is, when you try new tech, it's mistakes happen. You know, this is the first, it's the second race I've done with split screen, but I'm always trying to tweak it and make it a little bit better. I do have a hands-free mic. I tried that first, but it wasn't working well, so I've had to switch back to my headset. So unfortunately, it's lost a bit of sound. And you can see there, Hugo's going wide. Is this going to give? No, I thought Aaron might have made the move there, but no, he's not. Jeremy's also putting pressure on Thierry. But that battle with Aaron is the battle to watch at the moment. I'll put that onto the heli cam so you can see it clearly as well. So you get to see the gaps. So Jonathan Wood's really good under braking into this corner. And you can see there Saunders again takes that corner very, very tidy. Laszlo a little bit wide there. You can see Chris Bourne's just edging away from them. He's 2 seconds behind Branco at the moment in time. And as you can see, there's been an incident with Shannon and Caballero, and it's allowed. I missed the incident, so what I'll do is I'll go to the full screen. And I'll do a replay on the full screen of that incident with Hugo. Maybe not. There you go. But Aaron's all over him here. Going up the inside. That's never going to stick. And you can see Willie's clean going to get through there. And that puts Hugo, luckily, not into the barrier. But I think that's a clear definition of a bump pass there. Hugo does make a safe join. Credit to Hugo for that. But at least he did try to rejoin safely, even though he is doing a bit of grass cutting there. He wants to get himself going. So a bit of a shame there, really. Let's go back to the Saunders battle at the front. And what I'm going to do is switch the other screen off for the moment. I'm just looking at the battles. There are a few battles. And what I'll do is I'll go to Dimitri and put that on, so you can see now we've got another battle. So we've got 2 battles going on. Saunders is looking quick again here, but he's being forced to the outside. Now, if he can get the run and the power down quickly enough, I think he may get Derek into the entrance of turn 2. You can see, though, he's not getting the position to do that. And they are just starting to pull away ever so slightly, although they are gaining on Chris Bourne, I think, ever so slightly. Chris Bourne is losing time to Branco, as you saw, going into the corner there. Yeah, that battle now, there's been a contact between Howells. I'm going to switch now to that big battle at the back, because this is looking quite interesting. So we've got, I think that's Jeremy in the red car. He's being followed by Dimitri in the pink. They're both trying to close down Thierry, and then behind them we've got Mike and Kenneth, who had contact before. So you can see Dimitri's really going and putting pressure on here. What I'll do is I'll put the Saunders battle in the mini window, so you get to see what's going on with the Saunders battle. Difficult to control, so bear with me on this, guys, alright? I'm looking at 2 timing screens. I've got 2 screens going, and I'm trying to move between the 2, and I've only got 1 pair of eyes. Ollie wants the in-car cam of who? Just let me know who you want the in-car cam of. And Dimitri's going for it, but Jeremy's on the inside, so Jeremy's got the corner. Which one, Ollie? The big screen or the little screen? Jay. Okay, mate. I will go to the camera of Jay. There you go. Yeah, I'm happy to fulfill requests. No problems at all. Any birthdays coming up? Parties? Weddings? Funerals? You know. So that battle's still going on with Bird, Saunders and Wood. And the 3 of them are like a train. They are just in a procession at the moment. They have started to pull away from Roman. In fact, Roman has took Laszlo and David Gerrard. So I've not seen any incidents involving them. But as you can see there, they're still going for it, really. They're having a really good battle. Saunders is looking quick. Saunders is looking really, really quick. He's just not able to gain. I mean, he's 1/10 behind. Yeah, alright. Something else I've got to remember. You're hard work, you lot. I'm not kidding. I feel like a movie director. Yeah, no. Maybe I need one, Nico. You know, I've got all these screens going on. I'm doing it all by myself. It's really not easy, but, you know, it is what it is. The booth's a lonely place today. Jeremy's really putting pressure on Thierry here. And Wood and Saunders are both putting pressure. Oh, is the contact? That was very close. No contact. But it looks like Wood's now putting pressure on Saunders. Is he going to go with outside? That's a very ambitious move if he does. No, he doesn't. Hi, Nico. Camden. Obviously a Mr. Wood supporter. No, definitely keep you on your toes, Ollie. All the races are just like a procession at the moment. Everyone's on. Dimitri's absolutely flying. Let's just go to the rear view camera of Jeremy's car. Oh, we've got someone there who wants to join the party. I'm going to the helicam because Kenneth's gone to the party, but Dimitri's got the inside. So let's see where this takes us. He's got a good run there as Kenneth. He must be running a lower wing. And there's been an incident. Let's have a look what's going on. Well, this is an incident with Laszlo and with Roman Mark. So 2 guys running, looking for a good run at the front here. They have lost a bit of a space before, but Laszlo's gone very deep onto the grass. So I'm not too sure where the contact is. And he's outbroke himself there. Really, really outbroke himself. And luckily no contact, but places have been lost there. So Roman's waited. He's done the gentlemanly thing. Merch has gained brilliantly. So Merch really made it a good position out of that. We've still got the battle going on between obviously Saunders and Derek Bird. And I'm going to switch the main screen to Melvin. And Melvin's just managed to take Willie. It wouldn't switch then over for some reason. So Melvin was deposed quite early on as a result of an incident, and Willie's having a good go again now. And Saunders has made the pass. That's very close. No, he's not made the pass. And Jonathan Wood's going up the inside. What's going to happen here? Oh, contact. They've both kept it. Bird's got very loose. Wood's going for it. Bird's defending. Wood's got the inside line. Well, in the case of 1 to 2 corners, Wood has gone from 5th into 3rd place, and Saunders is going up the inside of Derek. Is Derek having problems because he's losing a lot of place? He does seem to be all over the track as well. Yeah, his back end's loose there. Saunders is still going, and Wood's now going to disappear, I think. He's really got the bit between his teeth there. Yeah, second screen's been switched off because I put the action on the main screen to this battle, which was in the window. So, and Saunders has gone wide. He's lost a bit of time there. But this is look, and there's been a bit of a contact at the back between Christopher, and there's cars all over the place. Oof! Oh, that was a bad move there. Bad move. I think Mr. Ambro took the back end of Mr. Christopher there. Christopher in the PWS car, preciouswashers.co.uk with Syndeo. And obviously we've also got Aqua Green, who sponsor us and allow us to keep this service going. And also thanks to all the people who donate to eSeniors. Without you guys, we can't provide what we provide free. Obviously, if you donate, obviously you're contributing to that. So once again, thanks very much, guys. So yeah, Christopher's lost a lot of time now, and Christopher's pitted. But I think he's not going to be impressed with that. And unfortunately, his pit window isn't open, so he's going to lose on more ways than one. In contact with Merch and Laszlo. I presume that was doors because no one's lost any places there. But Ambro's absolutely flying here, so he's already taken one out, literally. Is he going to try and take the number 69 car out of Merch in the BMW? Merch is a quick driver, as you can appreciate. He has won GT4 a few times. I'm going to jump to Kenneth in the other window, because Kenneth, we've got a little bit of a gravy train going on now with Kenneth, Dimitri and Mike Molesky, as you can see there, the 3 cars. And then we've got Melvin Garland is trying to join the party at the back. We've got a couple of battles going on there. Yeah, the way the tower works, Nico, who said that was the tower car? Yeah, the way the tower works, Nico, because there's so many cars, it can't show the full tower. So it's limited to how many cars it can display, and it's really to do with where I'm up to. I'm looking at on the track, so you can still see there's this battle with Kenneth, Dimitri and Mike isn't going away, but they seem to have stabilised a little bit now. So I think that battle, I'm going to jump to Dimitri because Dimitri's putting a lot of pressure on Jeremy there as well. So I'm going to jump on board the bonnet of Dimitri, just so we can see what's going on. And as we can see here, Merch is trying to catch Laszlo. Derek is putting pressure on Jonathan Wood at the moment. There's just a lot of battles on track. I'm struggling to control, so I'm trying to pick where the entertainment value is at the moment, and obviously cars passing is entertainment value. So Dimitri's really putting pressure on Jeremy. If Dimitri carries on like this, I think he will get Jeremy. So now we've Andrew Ambro is gained on Merch. So this at this part of the track, Andrew must be really quick, because he's on the last lap. This is where he seemed to gain, and unfortunately have contact with Christopher. Yeah, he's got his angle in. He's turning the corner in a much more non-sharp manner, but he's still getting the car around the corner. And we can see there, it's nearly a pass. We're going to go to the helicam view of that one, because we've got a few things going there. Dimitri's trying to pass Kenneth, who's just tried to pass him back. Dimitri's got the inside line, so he's made it done, but he's gone wide, Dimitri. He's kept it, but Kenneth's going to have the pace now. I don't think Dimitri's going to be able to hang on to that corner, which he hasn't done. So he's lost a place there as Dimitri, as he was trying to put pressure on Jeremy. But that battle is still going on between the three cars, Dimitri, Mike and Melvin. And this battle is also going on. Now there's been contact between Saunders at the front. So let's see what's gone on here. Saunders and Derek Bird have had contact, and they've lost places to David Gerard. So let's see what's going on here. So Bird's gone loose. He's got very loose. Saunders has gone up the inside. He's on the grass, but that's not an issue there so far. So, Saunders clips the rear end, and they both go into pirouettes. And Gerard takes them cleanly on the outside. So, yeah, a bit of contact there means they've both lost places. I'm going to change angles now to a similar battle to what's going on at the back, which is one in the middle. This is where I was before, with Roman, Ambro and Merch. Now Roman is a quick driver, so I would expect Ambro to come under a lot of pressure, significant pressure. Oh, it's all kicking off, and we've still got that battle, and Melvin's putting pressure on Mike now, as you can see there. So let's go on board with Melvin. Not that one, that one. And let's see the view from Melvin's perspective. And you can see Roman is putting a lot of pressure on Andrew Ambro here, and behind Roman is Johan Larsson. I mean, there's still a few little battles going on track, but this is where the focus point seems to be. As we know, Melvin had an incident in the early lap one where he lost a lot of places, and I think Melvin's started to work his way through back up the track as a result of that. The gap at the front is 5.7 seconds. That's Branco on Chris Bourne, and Chris Bourne is equally the same distance from Jonathan Wood. David Gerard is equally the same gap from Jonathan Wood. So the gaps have stabilised. There's 20 seconds between the top four at the moment, but John Saunders is putting pressure back on. So I'm going to switch that one to John Saunders. John Saunders is now putting pressure on David Gerard. He was within 3/10 before, so let's see where that takes us. Terry Trowbridge is being pressured by Ambro. Jeremy's just been passed by Kenneth Lingham. And Kenneth Lingham has now took it off track. Very precarious position there, so he's obviously over-rotated it coming through turn 3. Got himself on the grass, but he's not hit the barrier, so he will be okay, but it's put him right down the tree. Mike Molesky has passed Dimitri Stathis and is now putting pressure on Jeremy, so this battle is up and running again. And as we can see there, John Saunders isn't making much of a headway. I'm going to put that battle into Helicam, and that's Ambro and Roman Mark. So we've got a couple of different battles going on now. We've got Mike Molesky, who is the black Mercedes, being pressured by Dimitri, and on the little window we've got Ambro, Roman Mark and Merch Poundhoff. Merch has gone off. He's lost 2 places as a result of the back tyre getting on the grass there. So yeah, Merch has lost out, and now we're going to see Roman take Andrew, is it? Yeah, are we going to see Roman take Andrew? No, not too sure, but Andrew's having a great race. Andrew Ambrogini, the Italian. Well, as you can see, there's battles all over the place here. I am trying to keep an eye on the timing board as well. And the car's gone deep. Car's gone wide. And that was Jeremy who made a bit of a mistake there, allowing them all to bunch up. Mike Molesky's got a good run up the inside. Mike Molesky's going to get Jeremy. And that means Dimitri's now back up in the run-in. He's not going up the inside. I thought he was there. But he's got him there. Great run out there by Dimitri. And contact! Jeremy's car's come round. His front end just moved to the left and made contact with Dimitri. It did look like Jeremy's car did go left there from what I saw. So that was unfortunate. But that's the nature of the beast on this track. Very, very difficult to navigate. So I'm going to just jump back on that one now to Mirch Parnov, who's... bit of a battle going on there. So we've got two battles on track at the moment. We've got the battle for 21st and we've got the battle for what is 9th. So there's a few little battles going on. And Dimitri's going up the inside of Mike. No, he's not. And we've still got Roman putting pressure on Andrew Ambro. Ambro going very, very deep off track again. Could be a warning there. I'm not too sure. It depends on whether he kept it planted. There's a part of that track where if you go too far, and we've got pits. One of the drivers are now pitting. So Kenneth Lingham has got to stop and go 30. As a result of, all I can assume is pit lane speeding. So I'm going to change. There's been a contact here with these three cars, but they're all still running. And that is Peter David, Danny Britos, and Danny Britos goes past Peter. So all I presume there is Peter's hit Danny, and he's just give the position back there. So Peter can carry on now and put pressure on Danny. Well, Mark is still putting pressure on Ambro, but he's not actually getting anywhere on it. So we've got Roman, Mark and Andrew Ambro in the little window. On the main screen, we've got Danny Britos trying to close down Aaron Shannon. So yeah, a few little battles going on, but the pits are going to come into play now. And Johan Larsson's now pitted, as is Steve Howells. So got a couple of drivers taking early pits. Mike Molesky's coming out the pits. He's taken a very early pit stop there. That could penalise his tyres at the end. Still good battles going on though. Very, very good battles going on track. And Ambro again goes very, very wide on that corner. I mean, if he's pushing it to track limits, fair dues to him. But Roman there broke very, very late. And as we can see, we're going to get a pass here, are we? Peter David on Danny. Peter's really looking to pass him in that car, isn't he? Looks like Danny's struggling with the steering there. He's going very defensive. Can't weave multiple times, which he isn't doing. Peter's gone deep, but is he going to get the good run coming down? Not too sure. No, not a good run coming down. Not a problem at the moment. Roman Mark is still not putting pressure on, so I'm going to switch that one now to Saunders. Because Saunders is putting pressure on David Gerrard as they come into turn one. Oh, sorry, the start-finish straight and then into turn one. And you can see there Saunders has got Gerrard. He'd obviously had a good run, got a good run there on the... And no, Gerrard's not giving up. No, he's decided to back out and keep it going. That would have been risky up the inside, to be fair. And Derek Bird's still only 1.5 seconds behind them as well. So, you know, it's not all lost. Whew. Battles everywhere. So this battle's still going. Roman Mark on Andrew Ambro. Andrew in the Aston. Roman in the McLaren. And they're trying to catch the McLaren up of, I think that's Laszlo in front. And there again you can see Ambro is going very, very wide. He just needs to be careful he doesn't get warnings there. You might get track limits, but it's the warnings you don't want. Because the warnings will basically just ruin your race. Because you can't go into the pits on a warning. Sorry, on a drive-through. So you end up doing a double whammy really with your pits. There's been contact with Melvin. Let's just have a look what's gone on there. So Melvin and Lee had contact, so leaves behind. Melvin's in front, so Melvin's coming up to the last corner now. He'll put the car to the left hand side with a view to braking. Lee Ellis is going to brake. Melvin's lost the back end. Now, unsure there. Did Melvin lose the back end or was he going into the pits? Because it did look like he'd lost the back end to me there. Both cars have decided to take the pit stops. So that's pretty much where they've gone there. Right, and this is Derek Bird now out on the track by himself because everyone around him looks like... I mean, a couple of guys have now pitted. David Gerard and Saunders have both pitted. And Roman Mark is still putting pressure on Andrew Ambrose. You know what? Ambrose had a fantastic race. Oh, he's going to get him here now. That's got the inside line. No contact. Great racing by the pair of them. But he's got a good run there again. I think Mark's got him here though. Roman's going to take him on the inside. Roman Mark. No, he's not. He's pushed him wide. But is Ambrose going to get the run in the Aston? Wow. Seat to your pants stuff this. Ambrose got the line. Has Roman got the speed? He has. He's got the speed. He's got the inside. And that's he's now in the right position on track. It's a great battle in there by Andrew. Really, really great battle in. But he did eventually succumb. But he made Roman work for it there, to be fair. Roman's really had it, you know, a difficult battle. I think we'll see Roman catch Laszlo up now. So we're going to keep an eye on that just to see what's happening. Now, on the other screen, we've got another battle going on. And what we've got is Saunders has come out the pits into a melee of cars. And they're all fighting for the same piece of track, shall we say. So because Dimitri's not pitted, this is for position. So Dimitri is not obliged to hand the position over to Saunders. Now this is potentially going to cost Saunders valuable time. And he's losing position to David Gerard, who managed to pass these quite early on. So yeah, quite interesting battle there. And as we can see there as well, I think Merch has also managed to pass Ambrose as a result of, you know, possibly Ambrose's tyre starting to go off, I think, if I'm looking at that. Yeah, we saw that, Mr. Christopher. Pretty much obliterated by, in the second to last corner, by Ambrose. And Gerard has had contact. I don't know who he's had contact with. Let's have a see if we can go back to see where he's had the contact with. Oh, Melvin. Oh, dear. And double whammy. And he takes off for the pleasure. I'm not... a difficult one, that. Because I already thought Melvin was as far off the track as he could be there. So that'll definitely be one for the stewards. And if he's just pitted... Now, had he pitted, actually? I'm not too sure whether he pitted Gerard. He's pitting now. So he had pitted, so he's had a double whammy there as David Gerard. And on the mini screen, we've got Ambrose and Powanov as well, still battling. So all the pits are now starting to kick off. As a result of the pit stops, Derek Bird, who was yet to pick, is now running in second place behind Chris Bourne. So this is a case of getting as many, as quick a laps as you can before you pit. All right, sorry, Mark. The one I saw, he'd hit you from behind and put you in the wall. All right, it was Richard. Okay, understood, Nikos. Stewards will sort it anyway. Doesn't really matter, in my opinion. So, got we've got 10 minutes of the pit window still left open. So a few cars now are in the pits. While we get the pits out of the way. So Roman still has to pit. Bezjak has pitted. And he's running again. Now he's behind, but significantly behind Andrew Ambrose. So I don't think he's going to struggle by the time everyone's pitted there. Saunders is now out of the pits. And he's now running again. And you can see there he's just passing. I think that's Willie Owens. He's passing there. And he's getting himself running again. 420. So who's 420? They've got a drive-through. Robert Abando's got a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane. So just to reiterate, that was a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane. So he's obviously come out of the pits, a bit ambitious, and it's cost him time. So he's going to now drop right down as a result of that. So Merch, who hasn't pitted yet, is on his way forward. He's now 5th place, but these positions are really irrelevant at this moment in time because we've got cars. The top 5 have yet to pit. Chris Bourne is the first one to pit. And as you can see, he's coming out now. So he's just been passed by Branco. So Branco he's lost a position to there, but actually, you know, he's not lost much to Branco. So when it stabilises, we'll know the exact gap between him and Branco. I mean, the game's showing 7/10, but it's not 7/10. It's significantly more on that one. There's been contact between Larson and Caballero. Again, that was just a door knock between the pair of them. And Saunders is now out. Is now running in clear air by the looks of it. So Saunders, I think he's going to try and pass. So that was Saunders on. Now I think that was Gerard, but Gerard's obviously a lap down as a result of contact earlier. So that was an uncontested battle, that one, as a result of the issues we had. Going to go to my little window. We've got John Collins chasing down Mike Molesky now. So you can see the car at the back is Collins and Mike Molesky's the Mercedes with the aqua stripe on it. And I think the car coming up behind them is a car to lap them, which is Chris Bourne. So I think Chris Bourne's going to add to that party and just cause a bit of spice between them. Because obviously we know Chris is a quicker driver. And the first one who should really give in there is John Collins, but he's going to be aware that he'll lose place to Molesky there. He's going to ease off there and let Chris Bourne past. And equally, he'll get his time back when the driver has to concede to Chris Bourne in the next time he catches him. He's not giving in, though. He's giving it at last minute. He just broke a little bit earlier. He's not. He's now catching up to Mike in the Mercedes, and as Mike eases off, that will allow Collins to catch back up on Mike Molesky, I would expect. Saunders and Wood, both of McLarens. This is a battle that started at the very first lap, actually, because we're next to each other on the grid. And as I said there, we've now got Collins back up behind Molesky as a result of Molesky yielding for Mr. Bourne. So Bourne is still running really well. He's in 5th place because Paunov, Nemeth and Bywater have yet to pit, and they've got six minutes left. Kenneth Lingham's gone off track and he's binned it and put it in the pits. So Kenneth's race has got from bad to worse with a couple of offs. Neil Bywater's pitted. I'm just looking where the battles are at the moment. So there's another good battle going on, which I'll switch to, which is Terry Trowbridge, Steve Howells, and yeah, there's a back marker in there as well. So we just need to know the back marker. But we're looking at Terry Trowbridge is usually the purple car, and Steve Howells is the one behind him. So the car in the middle of them is Terry. Now that car, the yellow car, is a back marker. It's not registered. There's big contact between Collins and Molesky. Collins is coming into the pits, so he's getting his pit stop out of the way. I presume that was a tap, and the reason why I say that is because Collins was going into the pits as well, and Mike Molesky, I think, stayed out. Now Wood's really got it going here because Wood's pulling away. So Saunders' second stint seems to be struggling a little bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this battle onto the main window, which is the Alpine of Howells against the... Oh, and Terry Trowbridge has gone off. Has he binned it? he's just got away with it. He might have just hit the back end there. But yeah, he's just gone a bit sideways. He's just come out the pits with new tyres. That's the last thing you really want to do as well. He'll be really upset with himself there. Quite furious. And yeah, as you can see now, Steve Howes has got a clear track. Roman Mark is going to make a pass on Hugo Caballero. Hugo is yet to pit. He needs to realise if he doesn't pit, he will get a post-race penalty. So I'm expecting Hugo to pit at some point in time. And as the pits are all taking place now, Branco and Chris Bourne, normality's been resumed at the front. And Branco is 7 seconds clear of Chris Bourne. Roman Mark has passed Hugo. I'm expecting Hugo to pit. Lee Ellis is putting pressure on Willie Owens. He's got a good run here. But Willie's put that car on the track where it makes it very difficult to pass. Lee's looking a bit loose coming into the corner. Willie's got a really good drive out. And you can see the cars behind them as well are also battling. But Willie's just keeping it on track and keeping it clean. Very, very simple. Easy when you know how. He's keeping it going well there, to be fair. Yeah, the number of battles on track now is significantly reduced. We'll do is we'll go to another battle that's starting to appear, which is Britos on Sousa. But Danny Britos is going up the inside. Is he going to make it stick? No, he's not, and this is for position. And we can see Jonathan Woods joined in now, and Saunders has caught back up. So the back markers starting to play. Britos eased off brilliantly there. That was intelligent racing by Britos, that. And Sousa moves over for Wood. Saunders is coming through. Brilliant racing there again. Back markers letting everybody through. And they're now going to be catching up on Mike Mileski. So let's see how Mike handles Jonathan Wood and John Saunders. The two guys in the flying machines. Wood's going for this upcut on the inside. Oh, I thought he was going to hit him then. Oh, dear, dear, dear. You know what? That was great driving. And there you can see Gerard is getting his way through. Although I don't think Gerard... I'm just trying to see where Gerard is. Gerard's not running with the top guys at the moment. So he is a lap down, is David Gerard. He's in 21st position. But as we know, he's a quick driver anyway. So, in fact, they're fighting for position. So I'll show you that one. So, and what we'll do is I'm going to jump to Johan Larsson, who's putting pressure on Mirch Paunov. We've got a couple of battles going on here now. We've got Britos, Gerard and Sousa. I do think Britos will catch up to Sousa. He just eased off on the back markers there, so he could let the faster guys through. And Johan is putting pressure on Mirch now. Let's see where this goes. Got a couple of different viewpoints going on. I do think Danny will catch. I do think Danny will catch Sousa. We'll just go to Gerard because this is position. And as we can see there, a bit of place change. I'm just trying to work out who that is. Mike Mileski's having a battle with Sousa. That was... I'm trying to work out who that is in that car. That tells me that that is David Gerard. The colours are wrong. Ah, the colours will be wrong. So what the black car is the PWS car, because the machine where I'm running the other stream from doesn't have the liveries. So that is the PWS car, hence why I was a little bit confused there. So I'm going to go back to Sousa. Britos has passed Sousa. I'd expect Britos now to put pressure on Mike Mileski. I'm going to go to that battle, and we'll see that battle start to materialise. As you can see here, these guys are starting to catch back markers and are making headway into the back marking field. This is where it gets really interesting and exciting, because anything can happen. And the pit window is now closed, so any drivers who haven't done the pits will not be able to pit now. And I'm just having a quick look down the list, and my records show everyone appears to have been into the pits at least once. So, you know, the status quo now resumes, and as you can see there, Merch is going up, passing one of the back markers. The blue flags are being waved, and Merch is trying to get away as much as possible from Johan Larsson. Johan's not giving in there. A quick run down, and you can see now Britos is really putting pressure on Mike Molesky. In fact, really putting pressure on Mike Molesky. No, it wasn't Mike Molesky, sorry. Who was it who was keeping track of before? Oh, this one, Danny Britos. It was. It's not Mike Molesky, is it? It's a back marker. I've just realised he was catching a back marker up. Well, that's why I thought it was a bit odd. He was catching a back marker up there. Yeah, there's a few cars all in that same shot, which is just confusing me. Yeah, you can see there. I think that might be. I'm not too sure who that is because I can't work out who that car is. Not showing me that. Yeah. So I'm going to switch to Saunders because Saunders is now putting pressure on Jonathan Wood. You can see from there the impact of what a few back markers do and whether Saunders is going to be able to hold off Wood. Sousa's been involved in a bit of a kerfuffle, shall we say. Doesn't show who with, but the fact that, yeah, it doesn't seem to have caused an issue. Now Howells is off. Howells is off in a big way, so consequently he's come off at T1 and is getting himself going again. I'm not too sure whether he's hit any barriers there. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. As you can appreciate, it's trying to watch 30 drivers. There's only 30 drivers on track now. 32 drivers at the same time on 2 screens is quite difficult. So you know, I'm bound to miss something, which I do apologise for. But it's, you know, best will in the world. I can't keep track of everything. You know, it's that's why sometimes people in the commentary booth make a big difference, because it allows them to see something, and they can put, you know, I can then change the view to that. The split screen just gives us another dimension, really. You know, while the replay is going on, you can still keep track of the race and what the current positions are. It does add to the stream a little bit. Yeah, he's not gaining. He's to-ing and froing. So I'm going to switch now to Robert Abando, who's putting pressure on Howells. But you can see Krista is now putting pressure on Robert as well. So this is a bit of a battle. And Hugo is looking like he's trying to pass Sousa, and Lee Ellis has got Caballero. I think that is. Oh no, he's unlapping himself. I think Lee Ellis there. It might even be a back marker or one of the quicker guys. I can't really see, but it's someone who's absolutely flying. I thought that battle was going to start taking off, but I don't think it is it? So it's not really going to happen. I thought we were going to see a bit of a battle between the 3 cars here. 18 minutes to go. Quick rundown. I'll show that battle while I do the rundown. As you can see there, he's going for the pass. So again, that's a that's someone passing. They're obviously the back markers, because that's Andrew Ambro. So Caballero's now in situ. I'm going to go to the Britos-Molesky battle, because Britos has now caught up. So I'm going to quick run down. Branco, currently leading, holds the fastest lap with a 132.4 in race trim. Phenomenal. Chris Bourne's 10 seconds behind. His fastest lap's a 133.1. He's not broke into the 132s. Jonathan Wood is third in a 133.2, but he's 15 seconds behind Chris Bourne. We've got John Saunders, who's 4 tenths behind Wood, and his best is a 132.7. So he has been quick, and as you can see there, he's gaining significantly. I'm going to change the view on that other little window to this battle while I carry on. Neil Bywater is currently in 5th, 9 seconds behind John Saunders. Derek Bird is 3 seconds behind Neil Bywater. Laszlo is 3 seconds behind Derek. We've got Merch, who's 4 seconds behind Laszlo. Has not been able to gain anything there, so Saunders went a little bit wide there. Didn't impede his position or catching Jonathan Wood. Johan Larsson's 4 seconds behind at Merch. Andrew Ambro is 1 second behind Johan, so I think he's trying to put pressure on Johan now. Roman Mark is 3 seconds behind them. Terry Trowbridge is 21 seconds behind Roman. Steve Howells is 11 seconds behind Terry. Robert Abando, as you can see there, is putting pressure on Steve Howells. Krista is 11 seconds behind Robert. Aaron Shannon is 5 seconds behind Krista. Dimitri is 4 seconds behind Aaron. David Gerrard is 20 seconds behind, but don't forget he's had a punt and he's been into the pits twice. So the fact that he's still in the in the top 20 is a really good run so far. Mike's 10 seconds behind David. Danny is 2 seconds behind Mike, so he's lost a bit of time there. We saw that. He's gone very wide there. Hugo Caballero is 10 seconds behind Danny. Sousa's 1 second behind Hugo. Lee's 1 second behind Sousa. Peter David is 1 second behind Lee. Willie is 1 second behind Peter. That's all going to kick off in a bit, isn't it? Melvin's 3 seconds behind Willie. Richard is a lap down, as is Jeremy, as is John Collins. You're both in the pit, and Kenneth, who's in the pit. So there's your movers and shakers. I'm going to move to John Saunders now. This battle is carrying on. I will keep an eye on the other field members just to see what's going on. I'm looking at Peter David mainly, who's putting pressure on Lee Ellis. So, catch my breath a minute. Yes, I think Saunders just doesn't have the he has the pace, don't get me wrong, but I think Jonathan's defensive driving is causing him a few issues really. He's not being able to pass. Now, Lee Ellis has got close to Sousa, so I'm going to switch to that view now. And I'm going to put the Saunders view in the little window so you can see what's going on between them two. Krista's gone off track. The flag's yellow. And we can see here Lee and Peter are both right behind Manuel now. So Manuel's really feeling the pressure. So let's go to the rear of Manuel. We should see 2 cars chasing him down. Let's sit with this view for a minute. And we can see Saunders is 3 tenths behind Jonathan Wood. So that battle is still going on. Manuel's doing very well, Nikos, yeah. He's not succumbing to Lee. We know Lee's a fast driver. Yeah, Saunders is sticking with Wood now. 3 tenths, they're just coming into T1. Saunders is looking up the inside, but he's not going to take it. This battle's fantastic. Roberts just took Howells, and no, Howells has took it back. Got a good run here. Has he got a good enough run though? Let's see if what happens here. Oh, what a great little battle this is. And they've got a dive from the outside there, and that's Lee. No, it's not Lee, that's Peter David. He backs out. Peter was going up the inside. Now they're catching up to Hugo here. So this is going to become a 4-way battle. And he's made it. Peter's, what a fantastic pass by Peter. Made his intentions known. And Peter's now looking at Manuel. He's really going for it. I think Peter's having a great race here. I think he was hit early on. Elterson Rapido. Cheers, thank you very much. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Elterson Rapido. Okay. Sounds very Italian or Mexican. I'm not going to say which one. I'm probably completely wrong and it's probably Spanish. But I'm not. Oh, and there's been incident behind. Oh, I thought there was contact there. There was contact. Peter David and Lee Ellis. I think Lee hit Peter, and I thought there was going to be a car off track, but there wasn't. So, saving graces, no incident there, nothing to see here. Move along, and Saunders is now 1 second behind. Yeah, they just passed Willie there. So these guys are really going for it. Well, that was position on Willie. Hugo's having a great race. He's keeping ahead of these guys. Oh. Let's see where it all ends up, eh? Roman has not managed to pass Ambro. So that battle is still going on and on and on and on. And I'm going to switch that camera to that battle now, as Roman has caught Ambro up again, and Ambro actually is closer to Johan Larsson. So this is becoming a three-way battle. You know what? Ambro's having a great race. Where's one when you need him? Cheers, Ali. Yeah, totally agree. So now we've got Roman really putting pressure. They've just passed Mike Molesky there. Really putting pressure on Ambro. But Ambro is equally putting pressure on Johan. Now, for Ambro, he's already in the top 10. Can he get a 9? And we've still got this other battle going on, which is Lee Manuel. And the Hugo's just in front of them. I bet you they're itching to catch Hugo up, but it's one of them, innit? It's so difficult sometimes to catch. It's one thing catching, it's one thing passing, as we very well know. We've all been on track and we know it's exactly what it's like on this track. It's an absolute nightmare. Now, Melvin has joined the party. He's just behind Willie. So this is going to get really, really tasty. I think I said that early on. And Roman is right with Ambro now as well. And there we go. Peter going a cracking drive. Oh, he's made contact. Lee. Oh, what a hell by Lee there. Wow, what a hell. A hold that was. That was phenomenal how Lee held that then. I thought he was off track. And he kept it. Must have been like a 20-yard drift. Well done, Mr. Ellis. Well done indeed. He's lost place now on Sosa though, because he was gaining. And this battle is still going on between these three. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the battles now. So the main screen I'm going to put to Ambro. And the sub screen I'm going to put to Ellis. So we can switch now the what's going on the large screen, because this is where I think the closer racing's going on. I mean, that other battle's died off a bit now. We've now got Melvin actually on Peter. As you can see now, Melvin and Peter and Willie are all together, all within 0.2 of a second, so anything can kick off there. Melvin's the one at the back of them at the moment. Peter's the middle car and Willie's the front car. Roman is going to do it. Roman's got the inside line. I think Roman, this is where he got him last time, if I recall. He managed to get him in exactly the same. Yeah, Roman's made that move, so I think that battle... Is Ambro done, though? Ambro's not giving in. Nah, he's done him. So I'm going to switch that battle now to the Saunders battle. Now you can see Melvin is going up the inside of Peter. He's just backed out at the very last minute there. Saunders is still trying to catch Wood, but having no joy. Ambro's putting pressure on Roman, but I don't think it's going to be much. Now Roman has got his sights set on Johan. So we'll just keep this battle going on. Yeah, Peter's eager to get past Willie there, but he's also realising he can't hit him and he's backing off. Melvin's got a good run here. Melvin's got a very good run. He's going to make the move up the inside. Let's go to the wing of Peter David's car so we can see what it looks like from Peter's car. Melvin's just gone a little bit wide there. Yeah, Saunders has lost a lot of time now, and 7 minutes to go if he's been pushing or his tyres going on. And there's been Peter David and Willie. there's been contact there. So obviously you saw that in the stream, and there's a lot of cars losing places. So that battle, I'm now going to switch back to the main stream and leave that battle going on, because they're basically towards the back of the grid now as a result of that. Whoa, so where's the action? The action is Lee Ellis on Mr. Sousa. So Lee's now caught back up Sousa to see what's going on. I like that. I really like that. Can't get what that happens at our age. Good man. I like a bit of comedy. Yeah, Ellis is looking quick, but Sousa's just putting it in the right place on the track because he knows its position. That was the back marker. He'd just let them whiz by. He ain't giving in. And you know what? He's driven such a clean race as well as Manuel. Yeah, there's a battle materialising. I'm going to switch to Mark Roman. There's a battle starts to materialise in the window. I'll go to the helicam on that one. As you can see there, Roman's now catching up to Johan. So he's really pulled away from Andrew Ambro. We've got 5 minutes left to go. Branco's 13 seconds clear of Bourne. Bourne's 13 seconds clear of Wood. That's not a passing place on the outside unless the driver in front is prepared to yield. Sousa's keeping it very tidy on track there. Lee really needs to be looking, trying to get a good run from the last turn into T1, the right-hander. Really does need to try and get that done. And you can see there now, Mark is catching up at Larson quite quickly now. And I think that's Paunov in front as well in the BMW. So Mark could end up catching a couple of other cars here. You know, with just a few laps to go, it'll do his points the world of good, this. It's gone very wide there. Very, very wide indeed. He's obviously putting the throttle well and truly down. With Larson also going to gain on Merche. We'll see if that's going to happen, because that's the only opportunity that's going to go on here. So Lee's struggling to pass Manuel here, and I think that's because Manuel's putting his car perfectly on the track. He might not be as quick because obviously Lee's catching him, but all the places where he needs to be quick, he's quick. Doesn't matter where he's slow, because Lee just cannot pass him. And there you can see now there's been a pass. Merch has gone off track. He's lost place, or he's slowed down. He's now up to speed. He was down, but he obviously made a mistake. And we're going to see Ambro on Merch now. So Ambro could end up back in the top 10 if he can gain past Merch. Undoubted whether he will, but Roman again is only 1.2 seconds behind. So again, Sousa's keeping the car exactly where he needs to keep it. And then we got Ambro is still putting pressure, but Roman's not making any headway into Larson there, which is interesting. But I'm just wondering, as with his pushing, as his tyre's gone off as well. We've got 3 minutes left to go, 3.5 minutes. Looking at the driver of the day, anybody? Any preference for who the driver of the day is? It's always easy to pick the winning driver for, you know, having an outstanding driver. You know, how many times does the winner always get driver of the day? I think sometimes it's a case of looking at who's on the field and looking at where people have finished to understand, you know, whether they should be, you know, available for driver of the day. So everybody's been watching. I know we've not had as many viewers this time. Sousa, 1 vote for Sousa, keeping it clean. He's held off Lee brilliantly, to be fair. Okay, Don's gone for Sousa as well. Ollie, cheers, mate. Rob has also said Manuel as well. There's a pattern emerging here. Right, I'm going to jump back to Saunders, because Saunders has regained time back on Wood. I think Sousa's looking like he's going to be driver of the day. make sure I get the right number. Yeah, so that'll be ready for when we do drive of the day towards the end. Yeah, Roman's not making any headway at all. So I think Roman's come unstuck a little bit. Saunders is really putting pressure on now. Really putting pressure on. So has Saunders actually kept his tyres? It's now or never. So we're going with driver of the day is Mr. Sousa. Oh, that didn't display because green is my colour. Sorry, Manuel. Forgot about that. Green's me background colour. And Saunders has took Wood. Well. That's just pushed Wood off the podium. Very interesting what's happened there. Then Saunders started to look really fast towards the end. Not over, but I'm beginning to feel that Woods give it all he can. And Saunders is now starting to pull away. So, brave fight by Wood, but he just couldn't hold on. And it's probably his tyres, I think. So let's follow the leader. He's going to have to do another lap. He could have afforded to put his anchors on. It might have just have been caught, actually. So this is the final lap. Let's follow him round. Wood's now 6/10 off, so he's not going to really do any impact on Saunders there. No, Manuel didn't go off the leaderboard. Oh, he might have done, actually. I think he's just been passed. But that's commentator's curse for you, isn't it? Give him a driver a day and he crashes. Nah, he's had a good run, Manuel. To be fair, he deserved. You know, it's all right giving it the fast guys week in, week out. But sometimes you've got to look at, as I said, the field to see what's going on. So Derek Branco's coming up to his. We're not going to have a 60-second finish this time like the other day. My fault. Still finished in front of some people though, Manuel. Some good races he's finished in front of. He's coming up to the last but one bend. Branco here. Been a perfect drive for Branco. Done really well. And he's going to be followed by Chris Bourne. Oh, he had a twitch there. That could have been disastrous. Ah, he's easing off. There comes Chris Bourne with his lights flashing as usual. And his windscreen wiper. He never forgets his windscreen wiper. And then finally, we've got Saunders. We're not going to see a drag, are we? Surely not. The flashing lights from Mr. Wood there. Well reserved race that. And there's your top three. Branco Ejak, Chris Bourne, and John Saunders. Well, that was quite an exceptional race. Neil Bywater coming over the line with Derek Bird behind him. Laszlo's coming in at 7th. So a good run for Laszlo there. Johan did make inroads against him. So just behind him is Johan. And Roman nearly got him. Merch got 10th. Ambro 11th, Terry and all them guys have already been passed. And that's the settling down of the... Now Britos has took Mike Molesky in the last bend. That means Britos gets to 19th place. And I think that's the race more or less settled down. Lee's coming over the line. Melvin's coming over the line. Who's just coming over the line? And the last one to come over the line officially is Willie Owens. So great race, guys. Fantastic GT4 race there. Well done. And thanks everyone who watched the stream. Much appreciate the support and the comments. And I shall see you for the next race. Take care, everyone.